Yeah.
So I've got it set up a few different ways because I wanted to appeal to a broad base. So we have three main categories. One will be total fish caught, and that's an 18-inch minimum because we don't want people going out and targeting, fish that aren't legal to try to run up their numbers. Because, because a lot of times when you throw with those smaller fish, you can risk hurting them just because they're really aggressive. And a lot of times they'll swallow the hook and it's hard to release them, safely.
Right. And this is open, right? This is open to anybody.
It's open to anybody in the United States,
nationwide.
We've got the platform built on Fishing Chaos, which if y'all don't know what Fishing Chaos
is. I saw it on your site, but I'm not familiar with it.
So Fishing Chaos is a technology company that, they've been doing a lot of things for a lot of years, but they really have exploded during COVID because of the need for virtual tournaments.
Right.
Okay.
So they've created this platform where you can, run your tournament or run your fishing club or hire guides. Basically anything you want to do fishing wise, they can do it. So we set up the platform on Fishing Chaos, and we've got three main categories. One will be the total number of fish caught over the 18-inch minimum size. And then we've got total cumulative inches of fish caught. Say you only caught 2 fish and one was 22 inches and one was 28 inches. Well, then you're going to have 50 total cumulative inches. So that's how that category goes. But it's an 18-inch minimum too. Then we've got longest fish caught. And then those three categories are going to be combined with a point system that's going to crown a grand overall champion.
Okay.
And then aside from those, I wanted to appeal to everybody. So we've got an average Joe category, which I'm kind of proud of because I've got some really good payouts on it as well.
Cool.
And so that's going to be whoever gets the closest to the average length without going over. And depending on how many anglers we have in the tournament, all these categories, and this is all spelled out in the rules. But if we get up to certain numbers of entrants, then we'll have paying up to 5 places in some of these categories. With some decent payouts. And then we've got some prizes from some of our sponsors committed. And then we've also got, we've broken into territories, because, some areas catch more numbers, some areas are known for bigger fish.
Right.
So to try to level that playing field, we've also got regional categories, and basically it breaks down to, we've got Texas is one, Louisiana is one, Mississippi is one, Alabama is one, Florida is broken into the Gulf Coast, Southern Florida, and then the East Coast.
Yeah.
And then if we get I don't know how much appeal we're going to have up the Eastern Seaboard, but if we get enough people from Georgia and South Carolina into the mix, then we'll expand territorial, regions to those areas as well. So that way we feel like we can spread it across, make something interesting for everybody that fishes for these fish. Another buddy of mine mentioned to me something about kids. So what we've decided to do on the kids, because we were a little late getting a quote unquote like kids division, but when you register, if you want to register your child as an angler, because he said that's all he does, he drives a boat and he lets his son fish.
Sweet.
Right.
And so his son will be able to compete in the open division, but he'll mark a box when he's registering on the Fishing Chaos app and say this ticket's for somebody who's under at the age of 18. And we're going to have a special category if we have enough, kids that enter the tournament, where they'll have their own prize division, so they could theoretically win in the open division and the kids division.
Clean house.
I know some kids that can clean house.
Yeah.
So what's go over the entry fees, rules? How does that, where we go to sign up for it?
Okay. So you can go to tripletailchampionship.com and you can, the link to, we haven't launched the registration yet, but it's going to be launched, next Wednesday, I believe. We're trying to finish it up, but we got Mardi Gras in Mobile Monday and Tuesday. So hopefully it's going to go live Wednesday. There'll be a link on that website. The button's not there right now because we don't have it live, but the rules are there. So you can read all the rules and the different things. We've got a Facebook page. If you join the Facebook or like the Facebook page, it's Tripletail Championship as well. It'll invite you to the group for the page, and that's where we'll make announcements and post things. And then we're also on Instagram at Tripletail Championship. So we'll have some postings there. We've got, I'm sure y'all know Don Gaucher.
Yes.
He builds the Calcutta poles. over
Right.
Oh,
here.
okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Don's been gracious enough to donate a Calcutta pole to the tournament, and what we're going to do with that is, if you register before April 1st, you're going to be entered into a drawing to win that Calcutta pole. And there's going to be some requirements as far as, putting in an entry on social media, so we know that you're in and
Right.
and for it, and then we'll have the drawing for that. We'll do that live, and hopefully somebody's going
That's
to
awesome.
get a cool pole to go bust